In April 1945, as World War II was entering its final phase and Allied forces were rapidly advancing into Germany, American troops reached the gates of Dachau concentration camp without fully realizing the horrors that awaited them inside. As the camp was secured, the soldiers first encountered a train filled with hundreds of decomposing bodies, prisoners who had died from starvation, disease, and brutal mistreatment. The sight deeply shocked the troops. As they moved further into the camp, they found survivors who were barely alive, many reduced to skin and bones, some unable to walk, others staring silently with fading hope in their eyes. The experience created intense emotional shock and anger among many of the soldiers, who had arrived to liberate prisoners but instead witnessed one of the clearest examples of human cruelty during the war. Nearby were several SS guards who had already surrendered, but after seeing the horrific conditions inside the camp, some American soldiers lost emotional control and shot a number of these guards. This was not a planned action, but a spontaneous reaction driven by extreme stress, grief, and outrage. At that critical moment, Felix L. Sparks intervened and helped stop further killings, recognizing that the situation could quickly spiral further out of control if discipline was not restored. After the war, the U.S. Army faced a difficult question: whether the soldiers involved should be prosecuted for violating military law or whether their actions should be understood in the context of the unimaginable conditions they had just witnessed. The decision was not simple, because military justice required accountability, yet the emotional reality faced by the troops could not be ignored. Ultimately, George S. Patton used his authority to dismiss the charges, believing that the investigation itself did not reflect the extraordinary circumstances the soldiers had experienced. Even today, historians and military ethicists continue to debate the event, questioning whether strict legal standards should always apply in extreme wartime conditions or whether human reactions under psychological shock must also be considered. The liberation of Dachau was therefore not only a major military moment, but also a deeply complex moral episode that revealed the harsh emotional realities soldiers sometimes faced during the final days of World War II, leaving behind a lasting question about the balance between justice and humanity.